Okay, hey, bye. Last time I played up until getting to the other side of this dam and killing
Drill Instructor Barnes could see me now.
Yes, I'm sure Drill Instructor Barnes would be proud of how much alien rear end we've been kicking here. And yes, the last time I got to the other end of this dam and we destroyed a gargantuan and also these shock troopers, these race X shock troopers. Along with
this mission is way beyond FUBAR.
Along with their big, tall, lean, spiky bodies. I read that apparently these are 9 feet tall, these aliens, when standing upright. Me, myself,
other soldiers from my platoon?
Myself, I'd say maybe 8 feet tall, but who's to know in this day and age when heights and appearances can be deceiving, eh? Oh, the game hasn't frozen.
Get out of here alive.
Oh, that's a relief. After all the effort it took getting started with this video with me OCD, and because of how it's almost midnight and Sunday, and it's almost midnight before Sunday, and because I don't make videos on Sundays, I would have gone mad pretty much if I'd had to start. I thought I wasn't going to find a sweet spot on that corpse to destroy it last time. Anyway, folks, you might remember this place, this dam from when we played the main game, the original Half-Life, when we were Gordon Freeman. And after finishing the questionable ethics chapter, we came out of the Black Mesa test labs, which were over this direction, where they'd been experimenting on things like head crabs and alien grunts and whatnot, and we came out here where we encountered the dam and a soldier fortification firing on us from over there, and also a helicopter that would have been flying around, which we had to blast out of the sky with our experimental weapon, the towel cannon. But as you can see, we can't get back this way now because of how the race X creatures, which are invading our Earth, are gradually terraforming the place and making it more alien, with all this green moss and fungi from the world or dimension or wherever, which is starting to grow on the rocky walls and the floors, and you know, with how the spore growth plant type things are appearing in the great outdoors on the rocky walls and whatnot. And it would seem we can't get back to the labs because of this rockfall, maybe caused by the growth of the moss and alien fauna and whatnot. And as you can see, I've changed our smiley face spray paint
I've got to pull this assignment
to a brown colour, yes. Anyway, there's nothing here, so let's move on, shall we? After all, I must have talked here rather incoherently for about 5 minutes, mustn't I?
Okay, check in.
Check in? Or is this some kind of a bloody hotel or something with all the blood on the floor? Seem to be full of M16 ammunition,
Okay, check in.
providing that is an actual
Area secure,
M16.
sir.
Oh, missed that jump. Oh, yes,
I
I'm
got a bad
forcing my
feeling about
way
this
up.
mission.
Oh, I was forcing my way up.
Roger that.
Wonder if it's possible to jump up from down here. Yes, it is. I was making myself look a
No.
bit stupid there, wasn't I? Not that that's anything new for me. And this was the way we came as Adrian Shepherd, this way. Good thing you came back here for that little bit of help,
Guard
isn't it?
duty, huh? Moving out,
No,
Corporal.
come out here. Can you even come out here, though, behind this, from this, through this broken door? I'm not going to waste time pushing him out, though, since he won't be able to come much further out with me, since soldiers won't be able to get down here into this pipe with me, which is where I've got to go, will they? And this smiley looks a bit like a sun with a face on it from a distance, pretty much. Anyway, yes, when I used to play the original game before I'd ever played, look at him doing the soldier dance over there, I does. Yes, and so when I used to play the original game before I'd ever played Opposing Force, and I'd do this part where you'd have to dive into the water there as Gordon Freeman and kill the big mutant alien fish and press the button in there to open up to stop the fan blades in the damn wall, so you could get over there and go through a little vent to proceed into the rest of the surface tension chapter. I used to do this part, and I used to kind of wonder what would be on this door, what would be beyond this door and beyond this turret that used to be here. After all, in games like this, you often wonder what's behind doors which can't be opened, and I'm sure it was many players' main instinct to try to get through this
Not in my
door
job
the
description.
first time they were doing this dam in the main Half-Life game, since naturally your first instinct would be to try to cross the dam as opposed to going in the drink, wouldn't it? And I don't think we can get up into that tower over there where G-Man was when we first arrived here. But anyway, before I proceed, I'm going to wait a few seconds and then do my ritual, because it's midnight and I need to do my OCD rituals.
Man, if we make it out of here alive, I'm gonna buy you all a round of beers. Hell, I'll buy the whole damn bar. Clear this area. Boy, this is some first mission. I got a bad feeling about this mission.
Okay, so yes, let's continue our exploration by taking a dip in the drink in the dirty water. See if any supplies have been mysteriously dropped down here since the main game when we were Gordon Freeman and we fought against the big mutant fish. But before I resume my investigations under the water, I'm going to get my breath back after starting to drown in the water. Anything on here? I'm not sure if I remember this platform being at the base of this tower when I play in the main game. You know, when we were Gordon Freeman as opposed to Adrian Shepherd like we are now. Like a nice hair sparking from under the water. That's a bit ominous. Makes me worried or I could be fried with electrical currents. Started drowning a bit. Too alarmingly to a greater extent than I really wanted to just then. Fortunately, we can still get through these vents, I believe, and into this section. This being under this murky water kind of reminds me of being on the surface of Mars in Red Faction, the first Red Faction game, when you're proceeding through a canyon after fighting the cybernetic sadistic doctor named Axel Kapak, and you're riding on the back of a kind of truck or Humvee, and you're on this. You're manning a big heavy machine gun on the back of the vehicle, shooting at soldiers, shooting at the Auto guards who are trying to kill you. The you see, Auto in Red Faction is the sinister, evil corporation which owns all the mining rights on Mars, and they're in the game. They've enlisted the services of mine. They've enlisted the services of a bunch of miners, young men and women from Earth to mine resources on Mars, but the miners find out when they get to Mars that Ultor, the corporation that own the mining rights on Mars, are very ruthless and cruel in the pursuit of the resources and their profits and greed. And they abuse and treat the miners badly and cruelly. And in the end, they're exposed to a killer disease which raises all manner of panic amongst them, and it leads to a rebellion due to the combined cruelty of the guards and the fears of the disease that's been created to kill them all off. And yeah, I forgot what the main point of my why I started talking about Red Faction here, but I digress, baby dolls. Doesn't this, the exterior of this building, which is possibly from the residue processing chapter of the main game, Half-Life, doesn't it look nice from the outside, even though it's essentially a kind of waste processing type of building, eh? Can't see any supplies up on this ledge, but then again, it's mostly inaccessible, isn't it? So, obviously, there probably won't be stuff like supplies and such on it, eh? You know something? Because this place looks so nice from outside, nice and clean, I can't help but want to spray paint my seal of approval on it in the form of a smiley face. Doesn't it look nice from that distance, eh? And to make no, actually I can't do that because I don't think I know the military term for the letter Q. So yes, to make Judson Gaydon proud, I'll try though. So I'll say Hotel 287. Wonder what G is. The military term for G is golf. Yes. Can't remember Q though. Who cares about remembering it? Oh, look, soldiers. This is a very low, rocky wall, isn't it? Like, maybe gives you the impression that we could maybe get over it and see the nothingness beyond this map section, the void between us and that distant mountainous horizon, but yes, I digress. Let us proceed, baby dolls.
Shepard, I don't know what those black ops are up to, but it doesn't involve getting us out of here alive. We've got no choice but to fight our way out. Let's go!
Yes, sir. And you know what's sad? These are the last of our fellow HECU soldiers that we're ever going to encounter in this game. That wasn't a grenade that someone threw, was it? Oh, that was though. Stop shooting my fellow soldiers. They're the last ones I'm ever going to know after all. Yes, they're both still alive, so I was hurrying man the turret, because I knew there was going to be more ninjas coming. Those grenades aren't going to reach me, are they? No, there's a relief. Oh, they killed one of my fellow soldiers. That grenade is going to reach me either, I don't think. Are both of my soldier friends dead now? No, we've at least got one left, fortunately enough. Yeah, because we're not going to encounter any more of my fellow friendly soldiers from this point on for the rest of this DLC, this expansion opposing force. There's an extra health kit for us. I'm not going to collect the other one just yet because I've got 99% health, and if I collected it, well, I'd be being cheated out of 9 hit points as I'd only get 1 from it, wouldn't I? Seems like this water isn't quite deep enough to dip our heads underneath it to see if there's any supplies concealed in it. This barrel isn't quite safe for the environment, but I'm going to make it brighter and happier looking with a smiley face anyway. Is it just me, or does that smiley face look a bit yellow or orangey rather than brown, even though I made it brown before I started this video? Must just be the lighting making it look this yellowy kind of colour, eh? And the fact that we're outside, and the fact that it's on a brownish kind of a barrel. It's difficult to say in this day and age, baby dolls, when nothing is ever quite as it seems, but I digress, Sonny Jim. I wonder if these cactuses are breakable and destructible like they were in the main game. Hiya, yes. I'll bet you didn't know cactuses could be broken into bits and pieces by a monkey wrench, did you, viewers at home? By the way, I wonder if there's anything in this water over here, or if it's even deep enough to dunk my head in. But yes, it is. Hope I won't get stuck on this if I try jumping up here. Well, even if I do, I could no clip out of it. But yes, it'd seem I can't jump beyond there anyway. So let us proceed. Isn't there a nice sound? The sound of my footsteps over the sand here. Anyway, let's go, shall we?
Yes, sir!
See, he knows what I say, and he responds accordingly. And even in this water, I wonder. It would seem like a whole lot of nothing except sand, unfortunately. Hey, there's an assault rifle though, presumably dropped by one of those ninjas that I killed before. Doesn't this remind you of the film Predator, my fellow soldier running waist deep in this water, It's a good thing to stay in the water in combat where you can as well, since you never know when there might be a cloaked predator alien around the place that would give itself up, and by having its cloaking device malfunction caused by the water to malfunction, by the predator alien having the water cause its cloaking device to malfunction. Yes. I wonder what would be the best weapon to use here, since I do know what's coming up. I only got one sniper round, but yes, let's use it regardless. Loading screen. Might only get through that one loading screen in this video since I spent so much of the video standing around talking, Now we're going to be fired on by that mounted gun over there. Oh, it shot at me and I get hit, but no, it didn't. Oh, it killed my fellow soldier, though. What a loser that ninja was over there, Sorry, gotta get rid of the evidence. Even though I was confiding in you about the film Predator earlier. That little bit of brotherhood between us, brought about by the mentioning of the film, isn't enough for me to leave your corpse intact, I'm afraid. That's just the way how it goes in this day and age. So, wonder what kind of stuff and supplies could be in here for me. Oh look, another soldier corpse, but also battery power. Seems a bit fishy, Does anyone else smell a rat? Oh yes, I was wise to smell the rat indeed. But yes, it's time for some sharp shooting here, I would say. Against these distant shot troopers. Come on, where are you? I know you're out there. There it is. Oh, did I get it right in the eye, though, from that distance? With my trusty Desert Eagle here. The weapon which Drill Instructor Sharp said was my best and only friend in battle. Oh look, they appear to be oblivious to my presence for some reason, which I can't possibly begin to explain. I'm not going to risk using the barnacle on them, but I do feel like experimenting here. So, yes, let's try this on an infant specimen of their own race. Don't think I got hit by that, did I? Oh, I probably did with how I've only got 18 shield health at 18% of my armor left. But I digress, baby dolls. Let's see if I can finish this one off with a barnacle then, since there's only one of them left now. Seemed a bit stunned, like he didn't know what to make of me gradually eating him to death with a barnacle, didn't he? And there's a dead shock roach from this last shock trooper that I killed. Since apparently the shock roaches can't survive for very long if they no longer have a host to stay connected to. So in a way that makes me cringe a bit, thought for a minute there, I thought this was another shock roach that still posed a threat, but no, just another piece of alien that was twirling and twizzing around, slowly falling down the sandy slopes of this place, into the fens and dells of this place. Sorry, friend, but we need to get rid of this evidence as well. Now that, actually no, I'm not going to collect those health kits just yet. Instead, don't remember there being a way into this building. No, there wasn't. And as you can see, some kind of a water tower we have here, maybe. Seems like I'm full on rockets. So many doors to open, isn't there? And seemingly so many doors which are locked, locking us out. Does this tank say the number 19 on it? Wonder if Steve Eisenman would be proud to have his number on a tank in such a classic game as Half-Life Opposing Force. We can't get in it, and there's no supplies on top, it would seem. Does have a very large-looking authoritative gun on it, though, doesn't it? Sure wouldn't want that firing at me. Makes me wonder if that's the same kind of gun as the one on that tank in the in the surface tension chapter of the main. What? How did that even happen? How does a tank just blow up like that from being struck with a monkey wrench? What kind of pure unadulterated stuff and nonsense was that? Can I... No, he's protected. So I can't believe I'm going to have to do this fight again. Hope I don't get hit by that. No, I didn't. But my fellow soldier died yet again. Anyway, let's see if we can do this next fight ultra quick, shall we? Just collect these supplies. Hold on, 4 rockets, aren't I? Go down here now and face the ambush. Face the music. I didn't get hit much there, fortunately. That was a nice, neat eye shot from my Desert Eagle, wasn't it? Now that's a lot of electricity coming my way. Just trying to line up a nice, neat shot here. Are they trying to outflank me, I wonder? Yes, they are. They're very smart, these shock troopers, after all. Kinda hard to stay still for long enough to aim at them with this. Come on, stop being scared and come at me. That was a direct eye shot, I think, but still alive. I call shenanigans on that. Alien shenanigans are some of the worst kinds of shenanigans. Oh, finally got him, although it took quite a lot of ammo, didn't it? Stop trying to scratch my face off, Shockroach, you wayward Shockroach, you. That kind of thing just isn't polite, you see. It seems his ankle was his Achilles heel. Curious, if I do say so myself. And, because this tank wanted to play smart with me last time, I'm going to show it who the smart one really is here. Yeah, how do you like being blown up when there's no one nearby to take with you with your little explosion, eh? Wonder if this'll hurt me, by the way, this flaming discharge. Oh yeah, it was gradually taking away my suit power. But you know what I'm like, don't you? I like to experiment with these things. Wonder what I should do here. Let's go. In we go. Yes. Sneaking in. I wonder if his bullets were even reaching me, or if they were all being absorbed by this banister here. Hard to tell really, since these little holes in the wall look like maybe screws or something, but yes. I'll take it. Since we more than likely won't be coming back in here. Starting to notice a bit of judderiness and sluggishness with this recording, so still haven't learned my lesson from hitting things with my monkey wrench, have I?
Adrian, is that you? Listen, we're holed up across the mortar field, but we're pinned down by a group of black ops. We'll open the bunker door, but you better get over here quick.
Yes, sir. I'm always happy to help a soldier in distress. Or endurers. Both the same thing, pretty much, aren't they? Hurry up and recharge, Shockroach. I was happy to do that without losing any health. But in the meantime, I'd best hurry on over to help my fellow soldiers, eh? Oh, one of them got killed already. Sorry to get rid of the evidence, just though it's essential in these dark times, isn't it? Oh, and the other one's gone as well. Such a shame. Isn't... I'm sure makes these heavy assault rifles look powerful. The fact that they need an extra a set of legs on the front of them to prop them up, doesn't it? Like presumably they have an extra heavy recoil or something when they fire. After all, it does push us back when we fire it rapidly. So yes, let's collect it anyway. Seem to be full of ammo for it though, so yes. Now that I've found a nice cozy little place, and this was presumably the radio which my fellow soldiers received my message from. So yes, it used to work just fine, so let's give it our seal of approval. Yes, and now that I've found a nice cozy room in which I can relax, I'm going to, since there's no doors anywhere except that one at the front, so I can't be ambushed by anyone or anything, providing they don't beam in at me, I'm going to save the game here and come out of it and stop our video. So bye, folks.